Oh, hello. Sorry, you caught me stroking my cock. Welcome to the video, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video. We're going to be taking a look at the Xur's location, his random rolls, all the whatnot, for August 28th, 2020. So you can find the Xur in his regular location on Titan. You just head over to the rig, make your way into this little building here where there's a lot of loud people outside. And you can find them right here. This is a high overview in case this is all you cared about. Moving on to the weapon today, we have the Sunshot, a pretty incredible weapon, not only for its plethora of awesome looking skins, which I really wish that they would apply to many other weapons. It's just really nice. It's also really effective in both PvE and PvP. I believe I have it in my top 10 for both of those lists. If you haven't heard of it, its main perk Sunburn allows this weapon to use explosive rounds and highlights targets so you take damage from the weapon, and Sunblast, which is like Dragonfly, but for any shot to anywhere on the body. So you're gonna have a lot of explosions from the damage and from any of the kills. Now, this actual Sunblast is not really going to net you very many kills in the endgame PvE, but the fact that this is a 150 RPM hand cannon, which is the second best kind of hand cannon for PvE, and the fact that it has explosive rounds, meaning it has nearly infinite range on half of its damage, makes it a pretty decent option. And for PvP, it's actually 150 hand cannon makes it the best kind of hand cannon for that particular mode, and the fact that, again, it has explosive round, meaning that you're going to flinch the target, and has a really long range because of it. So there's a lot of great stuff to love about this, on top of the fact you get tons and tons of explosions. The Kairos also makes the Sunblast even bigger and more damaging. It's a lot of fun, and it's also a lot effective. A lot of effective, yeah. I said it, I mean it. As for the Hunter exotic, today we have the Gwynson Vest. If you've never heard of it, its main perk, Roving Assassin. Each Spectral Blades kill you make before going into stealth, so every kill you make before using your heavy attack will restore more of your super energy. So the general idea here is you go for a bunch of light attacks, you kill the enemies in the area, and then you go for a heavy attack either on the last target or right after you kill the last target, and you'll get a bump in super energy, allowing you to use your super for a longer period of time. I would say this is a pretty good exotic for super. However, it only applies when you're in your super. It doesn't help you get your super. It doesn't help you at all outside of your super. So it's one of those things you might want to swap into whenever you use your super, and that kind of makes it not really that fun. As for the roll, high resilience and high strength are not really something you're looking for. High strength is pretty good for the Tether class or any of the Shadow Void classes because you have that smoke bomb grenade, but honestly, resilience is kind of ruins it. I would not recommend it. It does have an ornament, which I do not have. For the Titan exotic, we have Action War Rig. It's basically an extended mag for your auto rifles and heavy machine guns. Steadily reloads a portion of your equipped auto rifle and machine guns magazine from reserves. And this is honestly a good thing. In PvE, it makes it so you can use like Xenophage for DPS for a longer period of time. In PvP, it allows your auto rifles to honestly have an extended magazine. However, I would say most 600s like the Nong Hunger or the Hardlight or the Suros really have enough magazine to do what you want with it. I would say the biggest advantage is going to be with Suros Regime in the Crucible, and even then there's a lot of other things that have better advantages like One-Eyed Mask you're probably going to use instead. And that's my honest opinion on it. It's one of those things that, hey, it has a use and it can be good, but there are so many other things that can circumvent or replace it, I would not recommend it. As far as the roll goes, high mobility, which is nice to see, has some recovery and intellect in it, which is also nice to see. I don't really know what you'd look for as part of synergy, but I would say as far as roll goes, this is a pretty good roll for this particular exotic, and it does have an ornament, which I think makes it look better. It has like little spiky bullets instead of the regular shotgun bullets, which obviously I'm just realizing now makes no sense. If it's auto rifle based, why is there shotgun rounds on it if it's auto rifle based? This makes a lot more sense. And what are these? These look like blow darts. And finally, for the Warlock exotic, we have Controverse Hold. And actually a really good exotic. Used to be absolutely ridiculous in the Crucible. I actually find it's more of a PvE exotic these days. If you've never heard of it, resist incoming damage while charging your Void Grenade with any of the different charges with Void Grenades, and charge Void Grenades return a random amount of grenade on hit. So if you're using the handheld Supernova or the Chaos Accelerant, you charge your grenade and then you release it. It does a lot more damage because of the charge, or it does that special attack, and then you also get a lot of grenade energy back. I recently made a really cool and really effective endgame build with this particular exotic that uses grenades constantly for warlocks in their void state. So go check that out. It's actually a really good build, and again, endgame viable, which is really nice to see. As far as the roll goes, primary and strength is not really what you're looking for. You want to see a lot more in discipline. You'd like to see a pretty significant amount of discipline as far as that build I mentioned. So not really a good roll. Does have recovery though, so you know, there's this and that. So can you shut up? Who is doing that noise? Seriously? Calm down. Can a man get some peace while he's trying to do his job? Jesus Christ, shut up. What was I saying? Yeah, actually, that's pretty much it. Make sure you're picking up your 5 of Swords so you can do the high-scoring Nightfalls and the other Nightfalls. Picking up your Invitation of the Nine if you have not completed them for some powerful gear and some lore. And then finally, an exotic engram that guarantees you a world drop that you do not have or have never gotten before. Or if you have all the exotics like I do, then you're going to get an exotic with a high stat roll. Any exotics that drop, by the way, will have a high stat roll. So this one has a high discipline plus resilience. I'm not really that interested in resilience, but probably has a higher stat roll than the one that I currently have. So that's good to see. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. Let me know in the comments down below how your Solstice grind is going. If you have, you know, all 3 characters past mag yet, if you've done your trials yet, or you're struggling with your Master Nightfalls. And if you are struggling with some of these PvE things, make sure you come check out my live streams that I have right after these Xur videos. Because what I do is open lobbies. We're going to do lots of Master Nightfalls because I know a lot of people are going to need them. A lot of different things that you may need help with. Come join us. We do open lobbies, play Destiny 2, play other games. We also have a lot of fun. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. My name's Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one.